Okay.
Ooh. Alrighty. So today's program, we're going to be talking about providing the knowledge and skills to parents to connect with their child away from digital devices. And upon completion of this program, parents should be able to use or practice an effective way of communication within their household to avoid using digital devices during valuable family time. And we'll be able to explain the benefits of limiting screen time inside and outside the home and with their kids, as well as providing alternative activities that highlight the children's interest away from digital devices. So my name's Amy. I'm a certified family life educator, and I'll be your presenter with Jaren and I forgot your name.
Kim.
My bad, Kim. Um, so my experience started with working at the local Boys and Girls Club, where we provide a space to help kids and teenagers with education, and we provide high yield learning activities, which include things like sports and crafts and cooking and games. And one of the main roadblocks we face at the Boys and Girls Club is separating people or their kids from their cell phones. And so I don't have children personally, but working at this Boys and Girls Club helps me to engage with children and see the effects of screen time on their lives over the last 5 or so years. So we're going to watch a couple of videos. This first one is an NBC News clip where it talks about how screen time can affect your child's development. And then the second one we'll watch is a TED Talk about getting rid of your digital addictions, pretty much.
Perfect. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get started with an icebreaker. The purpose of this is to have everybody start thinking about activities that they did as they were children, teenagers. But I want you to think, of things that don't have to do with digital devices. So that would include like video games, cell phones, computers, just any other activity that you probably did growing up is what we're going to go through. Okay. I'm going to have each of you, normally we would do this in the classroom, first of all. So I'm going to have each of you, I'm going to pull up this whiteboard here where you can go ahead and write down an activity where each of you have done with your family as a kid. It can be anything from, going to the park, going to the movies, board games, anything like that. I'll have you guys take a minute or two and write that down.
And so next we'll be doing a role play. So I'm gonna actually have Jason help me out with this one. I'm gonna have you be the parent in this scenario, and then I will be the child. The role play we are going to be doing is going to be taking place at home. With the parent asking their child to put their phone away during family dinner to practice setting limitations at home and avoid statements like, because I said so. Let's try and give better explanations for why we're setting those limitations.
Okay.
Okay. So, Jason, I'll have you be the parent. Do you have that script I sent you?
Yeah, let me pull it up real quick.
Okay.
Okay. So you want me to hop right into it?
Yeah, it's really short, so we'll just do the couple of sentences that we're role playing and go from there.
All right, sounds good. All right, son, during dinner today, we're going to set our phone in the drawer by the front door.
Why? We never do that. How am I supposed to watch TikTok while I'm eating?
Well, we're going to go ahead and try putting our phones away during family dinner so that we can get some good quality time together. This will help us be a bit more present and learn about each other's lives and days a bit more so we won't be distracted by our phones.
Oh, well, and that's a great way of just kind of starting the conversation with your children on how to kind of set those limitations. Obviously, you can get into a deeper conversation with your child going forward, but you want to just avoid giving a short, simple explanation of because I said so. Next is for parents, we're going to go over why limiting digital device time is important. Recent studies show that limiting a child's screen time can benefit multiple areas of their lives, such as promoting creativity and imagination, better physical and mental health, developing social skills, and overall development throughout their lives. The National Association for Sport and Physical Activity recommends for children's ages 5 through 12 years to accumulate at least 60 minutes of moderate and vigorous physical activity every day of the week. And so, that's why, getting these kids off their phones, iPads, things like that is important. We want to try and promote those physical health benefits and things like that.
Some resources and effective strategies for parents when it comes to screen time activities. First of all, it's important to set up clear expectations for children so they know what is expected of them and what are the rules. Children seem to do better that way. Then it's a good idea also to explain to children reasoning for those rules. And also, one of the good idea could be is to set up no screen zone in the house. Maybe it's a board game area or kitchen while eating dinner. To each family, it can look different for each family. Also, there could be create a screen time schedule. For example, every Friday we are going to have a movie night, and the whole family can watch a movie together and discuss it and have a quality time together and make connections that way. Also, we would suggest you to avoid using electronics as a reward or punishment. And lastly, be a good role model yourself. So we prepared as a team resources like a handout for each participant where you can find local resources such as libraries, playgrounds, local museums, also some good places to go on a hike to. And there is a couple of websites with ideas for games and activities to do with parents and children, for parents and children. And lastly, the last resource we included is Child Mind Institute. It's a resource with also ideas to play with children and also some interesting articles for parents to review. So thank you so much for coming to our seminar.